gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better.
Gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Hiding from the same world that made me who I am. Deep rest, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all that just to say get off my mixed emotions prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I could flip at any moment. Faces playing in with me. Doing drugs was just a war with boredom, but it's sure to get me. Lord forgive me. Amen. Wear the crown of thorns for sport. I'm just waiting for a stone to hit me. Relationship on the rocks, my family all concerned. My homie still on the block, getting it off the curb. I'm stricken by survivor's guilt, I'm getting it off of words. Word. Come on, Herb, you
gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
I'm on with the wind, and I'm on with the wind. Feel me on your skin. I'm on with the wind. On with the wind. On with the wind. Feel me on your skin. I'm on with the wind.
Always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes.
Well, hello, friends, and welcome to Monday Motivation. I hope that you are all having a fantastic start to your week. You know that Monday is just such an important day for us in business and in life because this is the start of the race, my friends. This is when it starts. So how we start has a massive impact on how we're going to finish. So there's this thing that I've been really practicing and trying to live in for the last several years. And it's this word that gets thrown around a lot. The word is gratitude. Gratitude. So every week when we start this Monday Motivation, I'm going to remind you of a reason why you should be grateful, why you should be thankful, because we're so bombarded with so much, right? Whether it's through social, whether it's through the neighbors, everything. Our worlds are so much about consumption and judgment that sometimes it's hard for us to be grateful. Look at that. this morning I took a hot shower. What about y'all? You know, there are 2 billion people in the world, 2 billion with a B, that do not have access to clean and safe drinking water. Think about that. You got up this morning, you had your hot shower, you weren't concerned about what parasites or things that could be in your shower water. And you got your day going, and maybe like me, you start your day with a nice glass of water from the faucet. You didn't have to worry about what's in that water. You didn't have to be concerned about what your kids are drinking. Gratitude is really about the little things, guys. And that's where I'm hoping to inspire you on these Monday motivations to stop for a moment. Forget about all the problems that you have, because for the vast majority of you, you have so much more to be grateful for, so much more to be thankful for. The little things that we forget every single day. You see, when you start your week, you start your day in gratitude, it bleeds into everything. It makes all of those things that we deal with not that big of a deal. It helps give us balance, helps give us context. It helps us to set ourselves up for success. All right. So that's the little piece today. I want to know how everyone's doing out there. Make sure you're checking in. We are live right now on LinkedIn. We are live on Facebook now. We are live on YouTube as well. So I want to thank you. I'm going to start with gratitude. I want to thank you guys to check in with me live. I want to thank all of you that check in with me on replay. I don't care how you consume the content. I don't care what, it is. If you're watching it live, man, I'm super grateful to you. I don't expect that people will, because your lives are busy. You got a lot of stuff going on, but however you consume it, I hope that this thing that we did last year and that we're bringing back this year brings some value to you and helps you to get your Monday started the right way. All right. Today, I want to hop in to a little bit of sales direction. So each week, what you can expect out of this, and we're going to start with some gratitude. We'll start with sharing a reason why we should be happy to wake up and be happy to tackle these I call them opportunities, but these obstacles that we face and that, we're going to face on Mondays. And then we're going to get into a very brief, quick, like sales lesson, entrepreneurship lesson, something to get you started. So in the week, this week, we're going to do a quick little sales strategy, a little 2 minutes from my course on LinkedIn Learning. If you haven't checked that out, please do. And if you have checked it out, give us a rating. Okay. Give us a 5 stars. All right. Yeah. Only 5 stars. I don't want no 4. I don't want no 3. I don't want no 2s. I want 5s. All right. Let's play this. Let me see what you guys think of it. We'll play this and then we shall discuss. Here we go. This is the first time doing this, so I hope the sound comes through okay for everyone out there. Okay? All right, here we go.
it in a way where I hit the mark on what they care about and where they perceive the most value.
I told y'all it's
Delivering
the
a
first
successful
time. It's the first time. So first run through, there was no sound on that. All right. So let's get this started again. All right. We'll take it from the tizop. Here we go.
Never forget that value is a matter of perception. Not a lot of people know this, but my first job in sales was selling diamonds. I learned a lot while selling diamonds. Most people assume diamonds are valued for just one thing, jewelry. But did you know diamonds are also the hardest substance known to man, which means they are a great tool for cutting? Some see a diamond as merely a tool for cutting, and others see it as the highest expression of love. As a diamond dealer, it wasn't my job to tell clients whether to buy diamonds for tools or for wedding anniversaries. It was my job to understand the value to them and align myself and product to their value and present it in a way where I hit the mark on what they care about and where they perceive the most value. Delivering a successful presentation starts with diligent discovery. You need to know exactly what your prospect cares about and where the value is in your product or service to them, not you. It's not about you, it's about them. If you've done proper discovery and you know what matters most to them and the value your product or service brings to them, now it's time to present. Presentation should be simple. Your presentation should be a simple reading back to your prospect the concerns, frustrations, and issues of their current environment, leaning into the personal impact. You repeat each individual item and then articulate how your solution or product impacts those items they express they care most about. The power in this is getting discovery right. You must do great discovery to crush it in your presentation. Most sellers go wrong because they use their own boilerplate value props in their presentation. To be a successful relationship-centric seller, you need to go deeper. You can't present on basic assumed value props. You need to present with a disciplined focus on the personal impact to the individual on the other side of the table. Listen, folks, you need to put in the work and personalize your presentation. Use their logos and include excerpts or quotes from their website. You need to go the extra mile. It's important that they feel you prepared something special for them and you did the work to make sure you can be a best service to them. Your presentation should prove to them that you know their business and what they personally care the most about. If you're in an environment where there are multiple decision makers, repeat the process with each important stakeholder. A successful relationship-centric seller has to know and articulate the personal impact value to every individual involved in the decision-making process. By personalizing your presentation and addressing personal impact, you'll crush it and be well on your way to closing more business.
Jeez, there we go. Told you, first run through. All right, I want to know what your opinions are. Let me know what you guys think about that. Last week we did a poll. We released a poll rather from the Business and Bourbon community, and it was a trick question poll. I didn't tell anyone it was a trick question, but it was a three answer poll. You could go, one of the two or other. And the question was, and I'm paraphrasing, but basically like, what do you focus on when presenting to a customer or prospect? Do you focus on short-term impact or immediate impact or long-term impact? So it was a bit of a mixed bag, but I think the majority of people said long-term impact because that feels right? You go short-term impact or long-term impact. If you're a relationship-centric seller like me and focused on relationships and building relationships, then you're thinking, okay, yeah, when it's long-term. But it was a trick question because the true answer is, I just told you guys the answer in that video, which, by the way, if you haven't taken that course, it's on LinkedIn Learning. Look it up. Please take it. Anyway, the answer is it's not up to you. It's about the customer. It's about what matters most to them. That is the answer. So You have to go once someone grants you an audience and you get the honor of doing discovery with them. It is your job to now figure out what matters the most to them. What do they care about? If they care about long-term impact, then you care about long-term impact. If they care about immediate impact, then you care about immediate impact. Oftentimes what we're doing in sales is we're forcing our agendas or trying to force our agendas on the customer. And one of the things that as I teach this concept, I find that our more experienced sellers have the most difficult time with this. I've gotten some comments on some of the content, my book, on the course, where an experienced seller will be like, yeah, this book is fantastic, or this course is fantastic, but it's for, more suited for somebody that's newer in sales. And I say, you're wrong, because the experienced people, they get away from this stuff. The experienced person, when they sit down to do discovery, they've got all of this experience that is influencing how they go about discovery and how they go about ultimately presenting. You see, when they sit down across the table from me as a decision maker, they think they know what I'm thinking. They think they know what I need because, well, they've got lots of experience in dealing with people with me. And that experience, like I say in the book, you use your experience to inform you. Yeah, the experience informs you, but it should not dictate how you operate with that individual. It should not dictate what those ultimate outcomes are and finding out what matters the most to them. So you let it inform you. That's something that experienced sellers have a very difficult time with, is separating it. So that's why you need that sort of direction like that, those sorts of reminders and a plan. And like I teach in that particular course, a plan for how to actually do it. Because it's one thing to say, hey, listen, I'm going to forget everything that I know. And then you sit down across the table from somebody and that just doesn't happen. You have to actually have a plan for how to do that. I know because it's something that I personally struggled with and was challenged with over the years as well. Sitting down across the table from someone and knowing that I know what they know or what they want without actually being aggressively curious and to find out, what matters the most to them. All right. And guys, I got to tell you this, I don't know about, I've liked StreamYard. I've been using it for a long time, but I don't know if it's as glitchy for everyone else as it is for me. I love engaging and interacting through the comments, but oftentimes the comments don't come through right on this. So I want to encourage you to keep writing comments on whichever platform you're on. And if it comes through, I'll give you guys an example right here. And I don't know why it does this. Maybe one of you guys can explain it to me. LinkedIn user, is that because you're not a first level connection? I don't know. But anyway, you're right. Focusing on their needs and knowing what they want and making sure your presentation is focused on that. So, which again, easier said than done. It really takes practice. It really takes intention and a plan and discovery to make sure that you get that information out of them. And once you've done that, your presentation, you should knock it out the park. You should knock it out the park. A lot of folks don't knock it out the park because, again, they have their preconceived notions already. They got their value props that the company told them or that they've learned over the course of their career, and they're not really trying to figure out what that person cares the most about. Got another comment here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, that's the same comment. Oh, I see. It's Janet. Hey, Janet. Good to see you. All right. Check in. Let me know where you guys are at. What's going on with you? This is also an AMA. This is how we've kind of used this over the last year. So if you have questions about content, you got questions about the book, you just want to, I don't know, rant. I don't care, whatever this is. I do this because it's all about for me, it's all about service, right? It's a way, this helps me to get my week off to the right way. The energy that I get from interacting and engaging and serving live, it helps me. So it's a two-way thing. Don't get it twisted. It's a two-way thing. I'm happy to help other folks, but I get something from that as well, like the engagement. So, I would ask you to come back every week. We do this at noon on Monday, and we got a lot of good momentum last year. And I stopped it for about 6 months because, things happen. And, but now we're back in 2024 and ready to get this bad boy going and keep the momentum going on this content, and hopefully bring some value to some folks and help you get started on Monday. Get off to a start that's going to help you to be more successful. All right. About time to wrap here. Again, my apologies. Everything's not coming through on this platform the way I'd like it to. But hey, if you ask questions either live or you ask questions in the replay, I'll address them. I'll answer your questions. So I'll monitor those comments on the various platforms. And you never know, you might end up in a video. So, or the topic of next week. So I would just encourage you to please engage, even if it's not live. In fact, I don't expect most people to engage live or to even watch live, because this is the world that we live in, right? Like, it's a world of on demand and convenience, and it's okay. I mean, you just got to accept that in media. We watch things, we consume things when it's the most convenient for us. So asking people to show up at one particular time and is, it's, it's probably not super realistic, which is why these platforms are so beneficial in terms of having these streams on demand, and like we do, creating micro content from it, I think is what's probably most impactful for a lot of folks out there. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this little tidbit helped to add something to your day, to your week, get you off on a good start. And I will see y'all back here next week, noon, or whatever time you're watching it, whatever time you're consuming it. I don't care. I just appreciate that you're allowing me the platform. So have a fantastic day. Have a great week. See you next time.